Alright, so we got material. I think that's the proper material. It's a big roll of vinyl, reflective vinyl. So my goal is obviously just to make it as flush as possible. So I got some clamps, and I also needed a reflector because my last one rotted. So yeah, hopefully it works out. As we know, with like any shoot, something random that you can't even foresee happens. So we have a singer-songwriter, unfound, untapped potential, 34th Street, Penn Station, right underneath the AA info booth. Find me now. Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, so here's the thing again. I wasn't able to get like footage of me, walking through the stores because it's just too much to do at the end of the day. Like I would need an additional person to like film me doing it because you're carrying shit, you're talking to people, you're opening the doors, blah blah blah. It's a little much to like film and interact with all the people at the same time, but here we are. I have to cut this. I didn't think about it while I was there, but I didn't ask them to cut it in half. So basically I have one long sheet and I need it for 2 different walls. So that's going to be a thing. Also going to have to steam it when we get to the studio. This shoot is a week away from today. So yeah, I'm still looking for styling help and a makeup artist. So yeah, we'll see where that takes us. But all right. Okay, so fast forward a few weeks. I shot this on March 30th, I believe, and now it's like April 20 something. I had a bunch of other video shoots that came up in between shooting these photos and now, so it took me a while to get around to it, but it was all really worth it. I'm super happy with how the photos came out. The model is too, so that's always awesome. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the process in doing this, or break it down a little bit more for myself, for memory, and for anyone else that's interested. So I basically bought that whole sheet of fabric and measured how big a V-flat was, and got just enough vinyl to cover both sides, literally just enough. I forgot that I would need extra fabric. So if you actually look at the behind the scenes footage, thank you Emily for getting this, she's also the makeup artist, she's amazing. You can see there's like tape because on the first panel I gave a little excess so I could like clamp it more tautly or clamp it tighter, whatever, to one side. So in that exact chunk that I left as excess to make it tighter on the other side of the V-flat was missing from the other side. And that was immediately right when I got there. Thank God, the model, I had her come, it was like an hour and a half later, so we had time for Luis and I to set up. But like I said in the beginning of the video, something random that you can't even foresee happens. So you always, you never know what's actually gonna happen. So immediately we got there, rolled it out, cut it. I was like, oh, perfect. Roll out the other one, and I'm like short, a good chunk. And I was like, of course this is gonna happen. And then I laid down next to it, and I was like, okay, the model, because I have her measurements, she's 5'6", 5'7". I'm 6'1", and the chunk is just at my head, so it worked out, right? And actually in the original photos before I edited them, there's a cool green line which I really liked at first because it was more of an elevator, Neo Tokyo kind of vibe, which I was kind of going for. But then I was like, it just looks a little bit messy. I'd rather go a little cleaner. So I photoshopped, in the post for all these photos, I essentially photoshopped the green line out, and I cleared out some of the bumps or the reflections, because I couldn't get it as tight as possible. Again, I think in the reference they had like legitimate walls and like acrylic panels, right? So they were like perfect mirrors. So for this, obviously, I just had the big vinyl sheets on a V flat. So it, thank God, because the vinyl was thick enough, I didn't get the shimmery ocean look because I didn't want that. But it ended up just causing a little bit too many like refractions or different like reflections of the model. So in Photoshop, I'll like see if I still have the PSDs, but I removed the green line, and then I also basically deleted like some of her reflections just to like get a cleaner image so you can more easily focus on the model. So yeah, that's pretty much all the context that I did want to give on these photos. The blue background, actually, my reference photos for those, it was like a darker blue backdrop, and it was, you know, the B side of my photo shoot anyway, so I wasn't like super strict on it. We just threw up whatever the blue was closest, but the blue that they had in the studio was like a little too baby blue, so I tried to darken it in post as well. And then, you know, for a lot of them I just ended up turned it black and white, because yeah, they look really sick black and white too, and Laken, the model, actually liked it like that too. So yeah, you know, we just obviously adapt to whatever looks good in the moment, and I'm really happy with how they came out. But yeah, I wanted to yeah, let's I guess see the next photo shoot.